In a time where everything is fast-paced and we rarely get time to reflect and grow as people, this channel's ethos is to help us do this while promoting that walk with Christ. So join me, beautiful people, and let's grow together. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the fullness of Philly. I miss y'all. I miss being here. I missed everything about this. As you can see, the title is "These Toxic Memes Are Killing My People." No, but seriously, I was scrolling through the gram the other day and I was seeing meme after meme after meme. And yes, I was chuckling. I was chuckling to them. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, these memes are toxic. These memes are going to destroy a few relationships. These memes are going to destroy a few family situations. Not intentional, but just because of the way it's, it comes as a joke, kikiing, laughing, but in the back of your mind, what the brain does is it tries to substitute everything. Does this relate to me? Could this potentially relate to me? What the brain does is it tries to match up to your situation. I brought a few memes so that we can dissect them together. Now, I managed to get this one. Let me read it to you. I'm going to also put it in the so you can see it too. I knew God was toxic when me and him kept sending babies back to each other. Now, this is an abortion joke. As severe as this is, it is an abortion joke. And when I saw it first, I was like, we're actually making light of this situation. Yeah, if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. But that's not something we should be kikiing about. Yes, this person can say, oh, it was a joke. It's not like I actually did this. But somebody else who's seeing that, who could be deciding what to do with their life, is thinking now that, oh, people are joking about it. It's not so serious. It's not so I don't have to think about this before I make this choice. And they go ahead and do such a thing so frivolously, so lightheartedly, without thinking of themselves, their body, their consequences, every situation, just like it's nothing. Now, it's not the meme per se, but it is the effects of the memes. People tend to take these memes as Bible, as scripture, like how they should live their life. Whereas the people that are even writing these memes are just doing it for pure entertainment. They're just doing it because it's funny, it's a joke that they thought about. It doesn't mean that they're actually doing what the meme says, because they know that it can if you do that, and you're trying to, let's say, have a healthy relationship, or you do these things and you're trying to, make strong life decisions, it can ruin your future chances for different things. For example, this meme in particular, having an abortion is not so simple. Some people are not able to carry other children once they have abortions. So this is something you have to think about before you are out here making choices like that. Anyway, on this page, on this YouTube channel, we follow God's guidelines. So if you know you're following God's guidelines, you know what God says about it. All right, next. The next meme I saw says, she told me she felt empty inside, so I got her pregnant. As funny as that could be to some of us, that's crazy, because what does it do? It allows people to take people's confidential information. Let's say someone has opened up to you, said, I trust you, so I'm gonna tell you that this is how I'm feeling. But you say, I'm gonna take advantage of this situation and give her an extra problem, or give her an extra situation so that she can feel better about herself. She didn't ask you for that, did she? The point is that these memes are not so carefree. They're not. Yes, they can be passing. Yes, we see them and we laugh about them, but they have internal things that they do to us. A guy seeing this meme or a girl seeing this meme can think, wow. So this is what I want to do next. Let her come to me with some next. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna, they take it as Bible, they take it as scripture, not knowing that this is destroying relationships, this is destroying every kind of situation out there. And if you're looking for a healthy relationship, if you're looking for your situations to strive, you cannot be following these meme pages by heart. Some of them don't even know what they're talking about. It's just jokes. But some of us are still following them because we don't know any better. So what I'm here to tell us, guys, is we have to know better. These memes are not going to go because they're entertaining, let's be real. But you have to be aware of the consequences of looking at them. You have to be aware that these things can shape lives if you take them verbatim. Next meme, guys, is when she's all I'm gonna leave it in the page, but when she's with everyone else, but she wants to bond with you. I found that funny, to be honest, because there are some chuckles to it. With every joke, there is some small truth to it. But if you are not aware of who you're dealing with and you take this as scripture, you could mess your situation up. You could be, God could have tried to bless you yesterday or today, but because you saw a meme and you think this meme is reflecting your own situation, you blow it. You cannot allow these memes control your destiny. Yeah, it can really do that if you're unaware. The mind is so strong. What the mind does is you see something in the middle of the day. You get a little irritated by it, but you think it's past. You think you've left your mind. Something else happens to you during that day and you get furious. You think, why am I so angry? It built up because of the things you were seeing. It was building up because of the things you were watching. This is why, yes, you may consciously think that nothing is wrong, but the mind is so powerful and it has a mind of its own. If you don't control it, it will control you. So you have to watch what you're looking at. Listen to what you're hearing. Don't just take everything as facts. Don't take everything as, oh, this must, because it sounds true, it must be true. Dig deeper, do your own research. Next meme, guys, this is more of a lighter one. It has 3 boxes: single, taken, and it ticked stressing about my future. Now, yes, this one is, a lot of us are stressing about futures because we're not all ready. We're not all like in the position where we thought we would be, or we're not in the position where we want to be at this current moment. And yes, social media can be a place where we all relate. We all relate to one another's situation. Yes, and it can be a place where we bond, but also it can be a place that can be very hazardous as well. And if you dwell on this, you can actually stress every day about your future. You're not making the situation better. You, in fact, stop yourself from progressing because you're still worried about your current situation. Worrying about, I don't have this, I don't have that. So you're not prepping for the future, So we need to be careful that we don't swallow up everything that we're seeing and we don't take it into our lives and really dwell in that, because yes, we all relate to some extent, but if once we start to dwell on it, once we start to feel like, okay, we're all in this boat, so let me stress even more, it doesn't do you any good. And you can break down before you even get to the destination that you're looking for. If it's an accountancy, if it's wherever you want to be in life, if you stress too much about where you feel like you should be, you can fall in a state of depression or anxiety, and that will hinder you from even getting so you may have to take a year or 2 off because you're falling so far into depression or anxiety that you can't even get to that place that you're looking to get to. And then you start to feel like, oh, I've wasted so much time dealing with my anxiety and depression. Why? It started from different things like this. These memes, it started from people talking. It started from you even watching reality TV shows that show people of your age, lifestyles and things you want to be out, and maybe Gucci and Louis Vuitton that you want. Sometimes it's better to just take everything slowly and know that and trust in God so that you don't break down, because once you've broken down, you have to start from scratch to rebuild yourself. So take it one step at a time. Now guys, the last meme I have today says, niggas with no job should not get into a girl's car and recline the seats. Sit up so you can see who's hiring. Now, as funny as that may be to some girls, because it's sometimes it's a little bit of a battle between the male and the female, I've realized. But as funny as that can be, do you know what this does? This strikes insecurity in people. And do you know what insecurity does? Insecurity makes people want to show off. Insecurity makes people want to act out. Insecurity makes people want to degrade you to be able to upgrade themselves. So you got to be careful, because all these small jokes, yes, they're jokes, and yes, they have some truth to it, but they have effects. Not only is it changing the way that let's say a girl doesn't really think like this, but she sees this meme. And she now starts to think, oh, I don't want to date any guy that doesn't have a car. I don't want to date any guy that doesn't have all this, and starts putting, but she's not really sure why she's saying it. She's not really sure the impact. One thing to have this in your head. Another thing to start saying it out to people. Oh, I don't want a guy who can't buy me this, who can't buy me that. I need all this, I need all that. to you know, to feel like I'm being spoiled like a princess. No one's saying anything's wrong with being spoiled, but it's your way of going about it. Why are we opening our mouth telling the guy to, according to this meme, telling the guy not to recline his seats and start looking for who's hiring? That is a degrading comment in itself, and that would make somebody to not acknowledge that somebody is ambitious, not acknowledge the growth, the beauty in that person, other than what they have at that point in time. Because as we know, things can switch up. This person that you're looking at so shallow right now can be the next, you know, whoever. So you got to be careful about what you're saying with your mouth and how you're making people feel, because like I said before, the way you make people feel is also how they'll come at you. Sometimes people want to be good to people, but they see the attitudes that people have, so then they write you off. People hold these things in, and sometimes they may not even react, but they will hold it in and treat you accordingly. So you got to be careful, guys. Be careful about what you're seeing, be careful what you're hearing, and be careful about what you're letting change your life, change your perception, change everything. Make sure you do your own research. On top of that, guys, I want you to follow the principles of God. Yeah, take your time with everything and do not stress. I know the pressures are high right now of everybody to find what they want to do in life, they will be where they want to go, and it can make some of us crack. It can make some of us in a state of anxiety and depression if we allow it. If we say, okay, I'm in this, I need to know my next move so quickly. I need to take your time, endeavor to trust in God. Once you've made a plan for yourself, take your time. Take your time. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna love you and leave you, and see you in my next video. Love y'all. Like and subscribe. It really does help me out. It allows me to focus more on this page as well. And I love y'all.